Hello, my name is Spike, and I'm here to present our 9 Ends of Hong Kong's presentation for viruses and how they work. This project is a research project, so you won't be getting any exciting experiments, but you will be absorbing lots of information. Viruses and How They Work by Savan Khan and Syed Paul. Introduction. A virus is a very complicated living organism. They can infect anything such as plants, animals, and of course, humans. But a virus does not reveal itself right away. For a few days, it spends its time by slowly infecting the nervous system and multiplying in numbers. Most viruses are created by mutations of other viruses. For example, the current coronavirus was made by an animal virus cell entering a human. Virus cells can adapt to our kind of immune system too, but it isn't as harmful as it looks though, because if a virus comes from an animal, it isn't always able to latch itself onto one of our body cells. Our project is made to give people a general idea of viruses. This means you won't be a professor on viruses after this. Parts of a virus cell and how it attacks your immune system. Different virus cells have different parts, but most simple virus cells have a genome that contains DNA or RNA. Now, you might be wondering what these words mean, so let me explain. DNA or RNA is a sort of tool that virus cells use to make more virus cells. So basically reproducing. The DNA or RNA is injected into one of your body cells, aka a host cell, and mixes with your body cell to reproduce. This process can mutate the virus and often kills the body cell. An example of a virus made by a mutation of another virus is COVID-19. The other most common virus cell part is a capsid protein shell that protects the genome. Viruses also have proteins called receptors that help it latch itself onto one of our body cells, I mean. Most of the viruses that infect humans and animals also have an envelope, which is like a cell membrane. That part is mostly just a separation of the genome and the receptors. It's kind of like the ordinary envelope, except there's something on the outside and on the inside. Remember, other viruses can also have different parts. Not all viruses are the same. The receptors are what help the cell attach itself onto a body cell, kind of like Velcro. The body cell thinks that the cell has nutrients that it can use. As soon as the body cell lets the virus cell attach itself, the DNA or RNA is injected. The defenses against viruses. Virus cells enter your body from certain openings, such as your mouth, your ears, your eyes, and your nose. But it isn't so easy for it to get through. For example, your nose has little hairs that catch the viruses as it enters through your nose. Your eyes shed tears when a virus cell tries to enter, and your ears' earwax stops viruses entering from there. But your mouth is still vulnerable, which is why we wear masks in the current pandemic. Now, you might say, what can a tiny cell really do? The answer is a lot. Imagine an ant farm. The ants manage the farm, don't they? The same goes for our immune system, which is run by cells, not ants. Now, let's say a beetle came along and ate some ants, Then the ant farm would start falling apart, like your immune system failing to protect you against a virus. This is when you start showing symptoms, such as coughing, sneezing, and dizziness. There are many different symptoms, and they all depend on the virus and the strength of your immune system. Vaccines can also develop antibodies, which are kind of like nutrients, for your body to fight certain viruses. These antibodies strengthen the cells in your immune system. How a virus cell enters your body. Firstly, the virus enters your body by coming through your mouth, nose, or eyes. If it is inside your nostrils, then it goes to the back of your nasal passage, and then it enters through your neck. Once your virus cell enters your main immune system, it starts to attack. Once the virus attacks your body cells and kills them, you will start to get symptoms like sore throat, runny nose, or sneezing. Some viruses can have a stronger effect on people who have disabilities or medical conditions like asthma. How can you keep yourself safe from viruses? Here are some easy guidelines that you can follow to keep yourself safe from viruses. After coming from a public building, take a bath and wash your hands with soap and water for 30 seconds or more. The longer the better. This is something we're already doing in the current pandemic. Try to keep your private space. And of course, try to cover your sneezes and coughs because the germs linger. Someone else could breathe those in and get sick. If a place you go to has no or poor ventilation, try to wear a mask or avoid that place. Limit your contact with sick people. Exercise. It may seem weird, but exercise does strengthen your immune system. I try it myself. Get outside. It is true that interacting with the environment can make your immune system stronger. Here's a small poster. I don't think it's really easy to see. Here are our sources and references. And this is my logbook. We hope you learned a lot from our presentation. Thank you. I'm going to spend some time on the logbook, so if you're judging, you'll be able to read and make sure that it all makes sense. Again, I'm just gonna take myself to the page with sources and references. I know that you probably won't be able to, of course, access these links, so I'll try to post them in the CYSF platform. Again, I hope you learned a lot from our presentation, because that was our goal. Thanks. If you need any picture links, you can see them all here. Thank you. CYSF.com.